Alright guys, you probably weren't expecting me to, or this video to start out. Well, maybe you were by the title, but weren't expecting Another Great Films to be recording a game screen of RPG Maker. Now, sorry if it sounds like me eating a candy because I just started eating some, so this beginning part of voice might sound really bad. But, okay, basically we're starting 2 new segments on Nothing Great Films. Because my friends, it seems like I can't have them over anymore, like all at the same time. So it's like no actors can really get together and work. So basically, it would be really hard to make our videos then. So I decided I gotta do something alone. So the 2 new segments: Nothing Great Let's Plays, Nothing Great Tutorials. Nothing Great Let's Plays is going to be me playing my own games and possibly Xbox games, because I do have a Hotpog. Well, my brother does, but he lets me use it. And my tutorials are going to be of RPG Maker and Minecraft, whatever you need. I'm really good at doing things in Minecraft, like operator and admin things. And I'm really good at RPG Maker, in my opinion. You guys might think that my games suck. That's alright. That's your opinion. I've been making games since I was young, like toddler. I know it sounds funky, but it's true. And I have a way better game than this. It's just like medium style. This one isn't quite done. I'm going to say that now. So what you've seen now and what I will be recording is not the exact finished product, but it is still the game. The game will be done in another couple of weeks and or months, probably only weeks. I'm already about 30-40% done. I just need to make a bit more, fix things up, make sure everything's right. So I'll be done in the next couple of weeks or months, and the game will be available for download then. And sorry if the game seems crappy to you, but yeah, that's the way it might seem to you. And this is my 10th recording, so I better hope it saves and does good. My last couple of recordings haven't worked in full screen, so I decided let's go shrinky dinky screen. Alright, so here we go. Start off my game. It's called Warlord Wazza. Alright, it's about a warlord who likes terrorizing people and scaring them. I know it sounds really lame, but fine, I'll just go out and say it. He likes murdering people. He gets pleasure from murdering people. But I don't want to spoil the story too much because, well, that's for you guys to watch and find out. How are we doing for time? Alright, we've got 3 minutes in. Let's go. Alright, I am going to be live commentating, voice narrating this. So yeah, here we go. Warlord Wazza, LP 1. Episode 1, everything 1. Let's go. Brother, and sorry if my voice sounded really bad, or if they do, because once again, it's my first time narrating. Well, unless you count my 10 fail attempts, but yeah. Anyway, brother. I didn't want to do this, but if you heard that, she kicks him right in the head. Go on, Mr. Sleepyhead. Get out to the kitchen. Dad wants to have a talk again. Alright, there she waddles down. So apparently that girl with the blue hair is our sister, and that old man is our dad. Where is your brother? So if any of you are not familiar with RPG Maker controls, the controls that I have set are arrow keys to walk, enter or spacebar to use or interact, escape to open up this menu, which I'll get into later, and to also go back when you're in the menu. And, okay, here's walking speed. If you hold shift, you can run. That's really helpful. Sorry about that. I have no idea what... Sorry about that. I just got interrupted. That's alright, though. Anyway, walking normally. Shift is a good way to move around. Yeah, anyway, shift is a quick way to, like, go, like, look at this. And there's no limit to how much you can shift. So, run all you want. Starting off the game, though, you want to walk up to this dresser and hit use, enter, or spacebar, whichever one you prefer. And you will get 20 GP, which isn't a lot in my game, but still, for the first money, it's not bad. There he is. Come take a chair beside me. You know, you two are the only things I've got. Yes, that is true. After your mom died, you two are everything. And it hurts me to say this, but it's dramatic. I'm going to need you to move out. I find that amusing. It's like all dramatic. I've said, no, I just need you to move out. That's it. But here's the dramatic part. What will we do? We're only 17. Yeah, they're pretty young. And they're both twins, by the way, if you didn't know. I don't know. Ask the king. Say your pop sent you. I used to be his best army general. Sapphire, which is apparently her sister. Yes, Pops. You know you possess superhuman healing powers, correct? Wow, that could be a tongue twister. Possess superhuman healing powers, correct? Superhuman healing powers. Anyway. Yes, I can heal people using great power. Hold on, I may or may not get interrupted. You're coming up in the next couple of seconds here. And son, you're a great fighter. Your punches can knock out a bear. I find that amusing too. Yeah, I don't know how. Yes, Pops, I know. And I need to be alone now. Go check for a home that you can lease or something to live in. Like a box or something? I don't know. Once again, it's my first time. I really need to loosen up and get used to recording because I'm really not used to it. Here's 300 GP just for you two. No, just for us three. And there it goes. It says it again. And you hear the little ching. I hope you guys can hear the volume. Now please leave me be. Let's go then. Adventure awaits us. Sapphire has joined your party. Sorry if that sounded crappy. It probably did. Now another secret. Not really much of a secret because it's out in the open. Walk up to this little box here. You can pull out a minor magic ring. Alright? How are we doing for time? 7:25 exactly. Alright. So, anyway, you hit escape to go into your menu. Alright? So we have Nick and Sapphire, the fighter and the priest. You can tell which one's the fighter and which one's the priest just by the health and the mana points. If you're not familiar with RPG, basically you fight things, you level up. I'm sorry if you are familiar with RPG, this is going to sound lame to you. And you basically have health and mana points which are used to use skills and abilities. Anyway, you can tell that he's the fighter because he has more health and she has less. And she's the priest because she has more mana and he has less. I'll get into items later. I'll get into skills later. Equips I'll get into now. So basically you hit use key on the equip. Then you can use the arrows to choose which character you want to equip your stuff on. So we got a magic ring, so we're probably going to want to use that on her. But, okay, here's the menu. You're allowed to go through everything. But look, she already has an accessory, the diamond earrings. Alright? So we don't want to take those off because as you can see, it's the exact same amount of spirit. And if we take them off, it lessens 1. So basically, these are the same. So I suggest putting them on Nick for the first part of the game because it will make his special punch hit a little bit more. Status basically pops up this, tells you the current HP, how much, or HP, sorry, yeah, HP, MP, what level they are, how much experience to next level, what they all have equipped, and what their total stats are. Hit escape to get out of that. Saving, yeah, that probably shouldn't have saw that. Those are all the characters that you get later, but you can just save on a file, and bottom left is our gold. So, here we go. We're going to start the game. Now there's a huge shadow here already, right off the bat. It's because there's a castle beside our wall, a castle wall beside our house. And, actually, it's almost 10 minutes. I think I might just end it off here and make episode 2. I'm going to see how this looks. I hope it records because this is my 10th attempt. Before this I used Fraps, which didn't record it. So I was really angry about that. So I got this new thing called Camtasia, and it does record it, but not in full screen, which I'm a little bit upset over. I have to play on a shrinky-dink screen, but that's alright with me. So, This game will be available for download in the next couple of weeks or months. I'll have a video, and it'll be in the description. And I'll tell you when it's up for download. So I'm going to start episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to quickly save over that and stomp on these leaves. Whatever. Anyway, see you guys in the next part. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, favorite, like, subscribe, do whatever. And yes, the channel will still be called Nothing Great Films, except Nothing Great Let's Plays and Nothing Great tutorials will still come out of it. You don't have to ask why we're Nothing Great. It's kind of obvious. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get started soon. As soon as I walk outside of here. But that'll be in the next part. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.